Sullivan.
Mike Sullivan, we
Mike
had.
Sullivan?
It's a success that.
Mike Sullivan, he didn't have any success.
He didn't have success, but you know what? I don't blame that on him. Look who they got rid of.
Right,
Look who they got rid of, first of all, and you tell me how you're supposed to
He
win.
probably would have had success if we still had Samson off and throwing on the
Exactly.
Bruins. Right, but we got rid of him, and whose fault is that? The Bruins
GM.
franchise.
Yeah, exactly.
What's his name? We fired him. Mike O'Connell. I think his tires have been slashed many times.
And now
he lives near here.
And now, Dave Lewis, former former.
How many
Red Wings
times
coach.
can you possibly change a coach? I just don't understand. Is it their fault really, or is it the players?
And look at Boston. Look
Go
at
around.
Look at
the coaches and the players.
Look at the
Boston.
success we've had with Belichick. We've kept him for so long, and we've won three Super Bowls.
How long
Because
has
he knows
Belichick's
the
been here
players.
since one?
He knows the
2000.
players.
2000.
He's been here for what, 7 seasons, 8
Exactly.
seasons?
Every single player that's been on the Patriots for as long as you can think of, he knows each player, how they play, and what they can do.
That's why he's such a good. That's why he's so.
That's why he's
successful.
won so many champions. That's why they're a dynasty.
No question. So we've had, we know the Celtics have changed coaches numerous times. We've had Doc Rivers,
Doc Rivers. Well,
Rick Pitino.
let me ask you a question. Is he coming back next year? I heard he was.
I don't know. I don't think he'll be back.
I think he will, but I don't think he's to blame. Once again, he's not the blamer.
I love Rick Pitino.
Rick Pitino. You rather have Rick Pitino?
Rick Pitino, look what he's doing at Louisville.
Kevin McHale's not walking through that door. And who's the other one?
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird ain't walking through that door.
Little Bird.
Alrighty.
I don't know. What? Anybody in the back? Doesn't look like anybody's in the back.
Looks like
I think they're all phone called out.
I guess so.
Anybody got any
Phone's
phone calls?
dead. Oh
Anybody
no,
got
I
any-
hear the chair rolling. That's still back there. They're alive.
If anybody's
They're
got any
alive.
phone calls, give us a call.
Okay, so what else we got?
You want to do this thing? Who am I?
Let's talk a little high school baseball. Who's
Whatever you want to do. You know what? Because we kind of spoiled this anyways. Because I had one answer down.
I shouldn't be saying this, but what are the standings right now? Because you guys haven't.
0-1. We've only played one game.
There's only one game.
What do you want us to do?
Who's in first right now for the Middlesex League?
I know Winchester lose one. Yeah, Winchester's 1-1. Burlington is 2-0. 1-0. I know Walsh came out and mowed down. Was it Wakefield?
Oh.
I forget. There's really not that much to talk about. Like I said, I think the Middlesex League is going to. I think we'll go back to Belmont. I mean, I'm a Reading baseball fan person. You are too. I mean, who do you think?
What?
Who do you
The
think's
league?
going to end up winning? I mean, season pretty much hasn't even started yet. But
Let me ask you a question.
The amount with you?
You think
the amount of work we put in, we totally deserve to be up there.
You think Reading
Oh,
can
yeah,
play with
no,
any of
we
the
should.
GBL teams?
What?
You think Reading can play with any of the GBL teams like Everett and Malden? Just because it was
But,
someone I worked with.
I don't remember the teams you guys played because I wasn't a part. I was not a member of that historic ride. No historic ride. I was a member of the historic ride for my summer team.
Even though you decided not to go
Even though I basically wasn't even there.
for half the season.
No, I took off July 27th around there. And I didn't. Basically, it was my fault because I got kicked out of the internet cafe down there. There's like a internet place where you can go to check your stuff, emails and stuff. So if I had seen that email, I would have come home.
Yeah.
But ended up not having that, so that's that story. Any other news we got to talk about?
Something really bad.
How about the Virginia Tech tragedy? I mean, we lost.
Kid's sick. The kid is sick in the head. The kid was sick in the head.
He killed 2, then he went to the post office, and then he came back to kill 30 more.
Kid's sick in the head.
When I saw that on the news, I couldn't believe it.
I didn't hear about it until
Especially at a university of that caliber. I was like, "Are you kidding me? How is this happening?"
Well, from the news from the newspaper that I read, he was known as like a loner. It was like a kid that was always by himself, and he was I don't know I don't want to call him strange, but he was like.
I think we can safely call him strange.
Well, I don't know if you want to be like mean about the whole situation, but it was that he wasn't.
Look what he did. I mean,
There's some psychological issues faced.
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
no
same.
question. No question about that.
Yeah, right. He obviously had some psychological issues. He obviously was alone.
Sadly, it did happen, and we did lose a member of from Reading.
No,
Most from Reading.
Saugus.
Saugus?
Saugus.
Went to Saugus went to Austin Prep.
Went to
That's
Austin
right.
Prep,
Went to
Austin Prep. I
Austin
read that
Prep.
in the paper. So, our condolences go out to all of them. I'm just gonna say that. And funny thing, I was listening to WEI on the way here, and on the water line, it was the funniest thing I've seen in my life.
Hey, is Frank called in yet?
Actually, Frank was the topic of this this call.
Who was this?
Frank from
Frank
Gloucester.
from Gloucester called up on the water line and asked the guys
Hey,
if
big
they
dog.
knew who Kitty Carlisle was, and the
Who's
guy.
that from? Was he from New York or
No,
something?
no, no. And the guys on the radio were like, who the heck is Kitty Carlisle? So they end up doing a Google search on the whole thing.
Yeah.
And Frank from Gloucester must have had some wires crossed in his head
Yeah.
because it ended up being some 96-year-old actress that died last night. And he's like, this Kitty Carlisle person was a baseball player back in the day. And they're talking about it, and they didn't know who it was. And it ended up being an actress from, like, one of the old game shows from back. It was so funny. And they ended up calling Frank back, and they bashed on him. And, oh, my God.
He's a funny guy.
Frank from Gloucester is a character. That's all I got to
My
say.
dad loves that guy. Anytime he wants.
Boys, have you heard of this guy named Kitty Carlisle?
No,
You
it's-
really
no,
hear
I
it.
know.
You can
No,
really- you really
imagine
hear
a phone
what he
call
says.
tomorrow morning.
It's-
Imagine a phone call tomorrow
It
morning.
sounds like a baseball player back in the day. Think about it.
Huh.
It sounds like a nickname.
What?
Kitty Carlisle. It sounds like an old-timer's
You
baseball
can
name.
barely even hear what he's saying. She's like,
Hey, boys, did you know that Kitty Carlisle died and you played baseball?
oh yeah.
It must have been an April Fool's joke or
If the,
something.
if the Yankees win the series, he's gonna be calling. He's gonna be like, yeah, it sucks, blah 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 blah.
Oh, it's always Frank. Frank was on the one. He did another thing about A-Rod's walk-on.
No, Frank from Gloucester is a big.
Hardcore Yankees fan.
I
Frank
love. No, but whenever I hear his name come on, oh
I'm
my
not.
God.
There was like this
You gotta-
3-month hiatus that he wasn't even on, or like